questions that I get a lot around pre-launch is the effectiveness of ads and the effectiveness of email collection in general. Some people ask, well, what if I just have a lot of contacts on LinkedIn, or what if I have, a large Clubhouse group or something like that? Why does it have to be email, and how effective is that? Well, email has proven very consistently to be reliable and good, but the big caveat is that the quality of your emails needs to be good as well. In digital marketing, we call it either the intent of the people, of your subscribers, or just the quality. And we see about 2 to 5% as the average conversion rate range, meaning that if you have 100 emails, anywhere between 2 and 5 of those people will actually become your backers. Sometimes it's way higher, sometimes it's way lower, but just to give you some idea of the numbers, 2 to 5% is average. So then the next question, obviously, from a lot of people is always, how do I get the quality of those emails up? How do I find people who are truly interested in backing and not just signing up for fun, or who are not really going to convert? So there's a few things that I highly recommend and strongly recommend against when it comes to this. So the first thing is, when you do lead generation with ads, make sure to use a landing page. When you do ads on Facebook, you have two options. There's one built-in option that says lead generation, and what that does is, on the ad itself, it gives a little pop-up where people can subscribe and leave their email address right on Facebook. Without leaving Facebook, it's like right in the ad, basically. Even though that seems like a great idea, it's a terrible idea. I'll tell you why. Those people have very little friction to leave their email, and so what you tend to see is that you'll get a lot of emails really fast at a very low cost per lead, leading you to think you're doing the right thing. And then if you compare that to if you were to do it the other way, where you send people from your ad to a landing page and there they have to subscribe, you'll see a way higher cost and way fewer emails signing up. But those people who sign up through the landing page, they are actually very high intent, because they've gone over some hurdles. They've gone out of Facebook or out of Instagram, they've gone through your landing page, and they've left their email. The other thing is that within an ad, you can only say so much, but on a landing page, you can tell more about the product, about the features, and very important, you can talk about the price, the Kickstarter price, the discount they're going to get. So if you give people very limited information and you let people sign up with a Facebook lead form in an ad, what they miss and what they don't know is that apart from the product specs, they might not know what they're signing up for. They also don't know what price they're signing up for, especially with things that are kind of very new and people might not have a good reference as to what that might cost. What might happen is that you get a lot of signups, and then because the price was never mentioned, by the time you launch, it's more expensive than people would have imagined it to be, even though you think it's totally reasonable, and then they end up not converting, but you have spent money to acquire those leads. So the best way to get high quality leads is have a landing page. Don't use on Facebook lead collection, have a landing page where you direct traffic from the ads. On that landing page, have at least the price of the product, what it's going to be on Kickstarter, how many rewards for super early bird are going to be available, and talk a little bit about the product and what it does and what people can expect. So just give a small but very realistic preview on the landing page. The leads you will get from that, even if they're a little bit more expensive, are going to be way higher quality, way higher converting. Then there's another feature that's very Kickstarter specific. Once your campaign is approved for launch through Kickstarter Trust and Safety, there's a feature under the promotions tab called the Kickstarter pre-launch page. Once you activate that, Kickstarter will host a very basic page that just shows your main image and your title and subtitle, and there people can click notify me on launch. If you ask your email subscribers to click that and go there, that gives you another good indication of how interested people are to back your campaign once it goes live, because people that click that, they must have a Kickstarter account for it to work, for them to be able to hit that button. And then once you launch, Kickstarter will send out an email from their domain to them. And here we see on average about a 10% conversion rate from people who have subscribed there. So if you have 100 people that click notify me on launch on the Kickstarter pre-launch page, you can expect at least 10 backers, but we've seen as high as 35%. So that's another really good way to test the quality of the audience that you're actually collecting.